Dustin and Devin Farthing.
Oh, yeah.
And,
yeah,
and Devin beat his father in one of the starts coming around, and the stands were going insane.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. It was, and Troy, one runabout GP was phenomenal. That was a bucket list thing for sure.
So down the back straightaway, Torrey Snyder with the lead now. His father, Troy, behind him. At least he was behind him. Let's check that as they come down the back straightaway. Torrey opening the gap up once again, as he's done all day long here in Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock. Torrey Snyder, absolutely the class of this very, very fast field, Kurt.
Wow, and look at that. Brian Baldwin trying to chase gold on the outside of Troy Snyder. Troy not having that, not feeling that right now.
Well, Graham Hunt now moves into second place.
Strong
Troy
second.
Snyder behind him in third. And then Baldwin, I believe, in fourth place.
Yeah, Baldwin's tearing up that outside split right now. Let's see if he goes to the, gets the Joker buoy out of the way. Nope. He's going to go for a drive. Torrey way out in front. Arminio?
Yeah, that is Arminio in fourth, absolutely. But Torrey Snyder, look at this. Down the front straightaway, boat number 110 out of Bradenton, Florida, our race leader, Torrey Snyder. And this guy has impressed me to no end today. 17 years old. The rest of these competitors are grizzled veterans. And Torrey just leaving them behind. It is absolutely amazing. He didn't start racing runabouts until last year, Kurt.
Yeah.
And now he is dominating Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock.
Yeah, well, he's had a good teacher, and I'll tell you what, watching of this as this is happening, Arminio Iantosca has come out of nowhere. I mean, he found the speed somewhere between the last moto and this one, because that boat is significantly faster than it was the prior two motos.
Sure looks like it. I would agree with you.
Yeah, so I think they did some adjustments to sponsons, maybe intake rates or pumps. And, boy, it sure helped. Arminio running in that second position now.
Looking good.
Yeah, looking strong. And then Graham Hunt. That kid is just consistent. Top 3 to top 5 most of the time. He wins one every once in a while. And this year, he's putting on a charge.
Absolutely. Now, Graham Hunt, always competitive, always in the hunt.
Oh, dude, you're punishing me.
But it's Torrey Snyder, 110. Look at the gap now between Torrey and Iantosca. It is a full back straightaway, and that is a long back straightaway between first and second. Torrey absolutely decimate.
He pulled the lanyard. He just wanted to see those guys behind.
So he wanted to make it a little more interesting.
Balancing his checkbook. Oh, and now he's going again.
Oh, he said, Rick and Kurt, I want to make this a little more exciting for them.
Yeah, that's right.
And the CBS Sports cameras, and, I'll pull my lanyard out, come to a complete stop.
If I do this one or two times, Nolenberg might have a heart attack right here. That's all right. We'll keep announcing, folks.
Yeah, every once in a while, a rider will pull the lanyard out and come to a halt, have to stick that lanyard back in the little catch it goes into on the handlebars and to get underway.
Man, Torrey Snyder's lead cut to about 40 boat lengths now.
Really trimmed it down.
And I am so impressed with how Arminio is riding this moto. Glad to see him out there up front again. New machine, a whole new set of, watercraft racing, he's been doing this all his life. But to jump on one in the pro class up here like this, kudos to Arminio for being out front.
Yeah, he'd been on a Sea-Doo for a very, very long time. And those are just completely two different machines. Same sport and everything, but really, at that level, when you're used to racing at the speed these guys are racing at, the differences are important, and it takes a while to make those fine adjustments that you can maintain the speed necessary to race at the race pace.
You couldn't be more right, Rick. And it's not just speed, it's also handling. I mean, the difference between riding a boat that settles into a corner and allows you to drive through it as opposed to one that twitches and twitches and tries to throw you off, as we saw with Juan Lezcano.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing is brutally fast. But, man, it's a handful to hold on to. When you get to the third and final moto and you've been riding multiple classes, you want a boat that is smooth, something
Absolutely.
that you can hold on to. Torrey Snyder continues his domination with Arminio Iantosca behind him. And Iantosca actually might be starting to reel in Torrey. I mean, it won't make a difference in the overall for Torrey, but it certainly could for Arminio. Let's see how the rest of this race shakes out. And race 27 coming up. That's junior sports stock. Looks like we got him on the line. Everybody's kind of getting it down.
Absolutely, finally. Torrey Snyder, though, man, he has gotten it down and absolutely dominating here today in Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock. And it's Arminio Iantosca really ramping up the pace on his program here in Moto number 3. He had a couple of early motos that were up to his standards. I would have to say he's probably not happy with that at all.
Oh,
here
that's
in Moto 3,
unfortunate.
much better.
As we watch Troy Snyder, had a good start. He was running second behind his son, and he's getting pulled into tech.
Troy on the hook, unfortunately, and his son out in front, absolutely dominating. So not a perfect day for the Snyders, but a pretty darn good one.
Troy will be happy with this. He's glad to be on the boat, and I'll tell you, man, I just thrilled to see him out there.
I'm sure he's got to be pleased no end to see how fast and how well his son is racing now.
Yeah,
and
no
he's
question.
taken to it. At 17 years old, this young man is absolutely dominating, taking the white flag. 1 lap to go here. Moto number 3, Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock here in Sebring. Opening round of the 2021 Pro Watercross National Tour, sponsored by LIQUI-MOLY and HydroTurf, and it has been a good one so far.
I'll tell you what, ever since the minor incident we had this morning, everything's been clear sailing. My appreciation to all our riders and racers for getting to the line.
Absolutely.
You know, after the first few races, everybody got the groove. They're
Yes.
starting up. Thank
Yep.
you, gentlemen and
Absolutely.
ladies, very much. Look at this. Arminio coming up on the back of Torrey.
Look at the
Checker
charge.
flags out.
Arminio Iantosca
Woo!
on the gas here. Final lap. Not going to be able to do it. But Torrey takes the win, and a great day in Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock for young Torrey Snyder with the overall 3 for 3 today.
Gotta love that. Dad's going to be happy.
And Arminio Iantosca finishes up strong with a nice second place finish. Not what he wanted today for sure, but still better to finish strong and look forward to the next round. Torrey stoked with that win, coming down in front of the starting gate with that checkered flag. Young
Yeah,
17-year-old
there you go.
Torrey Snyder looking good.
That young man got to be a happy camper. First win of the year, and a week from now, he's turning 18. I told him this week, go out and do everything you want to do, because next week, the consequences are significant. All right, on the line right now, race 26, Novice Sports Stock. On the number 22 machine, out of Dawsonville, Georgia. 19 years old, self-sponsored, Emily DeMoss.
Number 36 out of Naples, Florida on the Yamaha, 15-year-old Jax Hayden.
On number 59, Graham Hunt, Mooresville, North Carolina.
Number 66, Jason Sahagian.
521, Talon Farthing.
And 913, Charlie McGuinn.
And we'll go back and get all the sponsors for Graham Hunt, Riva Racing, Fly, HydroTurf, Jet Pilot, and Champion Power Sports. Talon Farthing, Dad. Everybody else, self-sponsored. All right, here we go. Novice Sports Stock, moto number 1. Looks like Talon might have the whole shot on the inside. And Emily DeMoss was strong on the outside. Somebody came through wide open in there. That might be Graham Hunt. Check him as they come around. Farthing with the drive on the inside. Couldn't catch a number of that second or third boat. In fourth, 59, followed by Emily DeMoss, the 22. That's Graham Hunt, and then Emily DeMoss. Still out in front, Talon Farthing. Talon Farthing putting the metal to the pedal right now. And Rick Lake, I'm going to need your superior eye strength for numbers on these next 3 boats. Oh, second position, pulled the lanyard, and goes from second to third.
Eye strength, not the only thing superior.
99, yeah, I just can't get him from here. Yeah, up next, Junior Sports Stock, 13 to 15, come to the line.
Okay. Got that out of the way. It's all right. Once again, we'd like any of our racers that have GoPro footage to please bring it up to the tower, and we'd like to have that for CBS Sports Network. Hopefully, we've got some good stuff out there. I know some of you guys got GoPros on, so love to get your footage if possible. Thank you. We'll bug you some more. Don't worry. Actually, I'd be chomping at the bit to get mine on there. Yeah, we love it for lap of the day, for one thing. It's a lot of fun. Farthing down the front straightaway. Talon ought to act with George on that 521 blaster. Novice Sports Stock, moto number 1. And a lot of these classes, our amateur classes, will be running tomorrow. They'll run their second and third motos tomorrow. Yeah, Talon, 14 years old, younger brother of Devin. A sport boat's very, very popular still in racing. You know, these things came out in the mid-90s, and they are still going at it. Became a very popular sport again particularly the last decade. The last time I saw these things race at pro level was in the 90s when they were released and sold. But so many people love them, particularly the wave blasters. Those are one of the most popular boats ever made, and I've got a lot of friends that still have bought them when they were new and still have them. They'll never get rid of them, still enjoy riding them. The HXs, to some degree, are more of an acquired taste. I think a more challenging boat to ride. White flag out, 1 lap to go. I made the mistake of taking up a buddy's offer back years ago and racing an HX in an endurance race. Wasn't my best decision ever. Because if you fall off, let me tell you, they are not the easiest things to get back on if you're 6'6". But whatever, a lot of fun, good times, and it's what it's all about, really, at the end of the day, is having a good time out here on the water, racing pro watercross. Checkered flag comes out. That's Novice Sports Stock, Moto number 1. And on the line, Junior Sports Stock, 13 to 15. What? All right, Junior Sports Stock, 13 to 15. This is Moto number 1. First time out on the track today for these riders. Number 2 out of Miami, Florida, riding for Miami Jet Ski on the Sea-Doo. It is Adrian Medito.
On the number 59 Sea-Doo out of Denver, North Carolina. Sponsored by Champion Power Sports, Fly, Riva, and BP Concepts. A dozen years old, Caden Baldwin.
Number 110 out of Fort Myers, Florida, riding for CJ Racing, IPD Graphics, Stroker Industries. Moto Nation, I believe that is. JC Racing, Colton Galata.
And rounding out the field, out of Bonita Springs, Florida, riding that number 699 Yamaha, sponsored by Haran Homes, LLC, and Color Concepts, Keegan O'Connell.
Maybe
that's the lineup.
Maybe that's Moto. I'm sorry. Maybe that's Moto Option.
Moto Option.
Moto Option. Okay, it's kind of a weird.
Well, that's what it's spelled like.
It's kind of a weird.
Or Moto.
I think Moto Option would be 2 words.
It's a really small space.
Very.
Between O's.
Extremely.
Boy, look who's excited to race. Bobby Cordone is fully seated, ready to go.
He's ready to go. Everybody's like to see these riders down in the line waiting, ready to go, and makes it better for everybody with the program if can run things a little more quickly. Don't have to wait for riders on the line. We don't like to babysit. We don't like to have to call you. And
we'd much rather compliment you on what a great job you're doing.
That's exactly right.
And I got to say, generally, my compliments to you, because overall you guys are doing a great job today.
Going to be 6 laps here. Junior Sports Stock, 13 to 15. Caden Baldwin on the inside, that number 59.
I heard earlier, if he wants dinner, he's got to win a moto. It's the only one he's in today.
Huh. Not eating otherwise.
Got to motivate him. Look at that. Dad's holding that thing back. He's got it halfway open right now.
Oh, and he gets a pretty good jump out of the gate, does young Caden.
Yeah.
It looks like Adrian Medito with a good jump.
A great drive on the inside.
Caden on the inside with the lead. I believe that looks like number 2, Medito.
Looks like number Black Hood to me.
In second.
I didn't see any numbers on that thing. It's Keegan O'Connell on the brilliant blue boat, I do believe. And is that Colton Galata out there? All right, up next, race 28, Sports Stock, moto number 3. Don't want to miss this one.
No, you don't. The CBS Sports Network cameras ready to roll for this final Sports Stock moto.
The Zacatec manning the camera, showing off his talents. All right, and here we go. Caden Baldwin way out in front. I'm going to say. Attention, ladies and gentlemen, you may not believe this because we don't believe it up here, but some people went and parked on private property. The police are ticketing and they're calling the tow trucks. No BS. If you parked on somebody else's land, not in the public parking, you better run and get your car while it's still yours. And thanks for doing that. Our first time in this beautiful city.
me in line, wherever. I got to repick. Because we got one boat side with the boat trailers going in and out. I couldn't get over here in time. I've been sitting.
All right. Here we are, moto number 3, Sport Stock. And this is going to be a battle, Kurt. Hayden Skellett with a first and a third is looking pretty good. Devin Farthing with a third and a second looking good. As I look down the scoring sheets, those two guys, Bobby Cardone, a second and a fifth, is looking pretty good. So these guys all have a shot depending on what happens. This is going to be a great third moto. And, boy, I couldn't even hazard a guess on how this is going to turn out.
Well, I know there's a very excitable rider who won the last moto. He's got a lot of energy to burn.
Christopher Landis.
Oh, yeah.
But he's got a 12th in moto number 1, unfortunately.
Remember we were talking about that earlier.
Yep.
Hayden Skellett, a first and a third.
Here we go. Sport Stock, moto number 3, charging into the first turn. And here at Sebring, red flag comes out. They'll bring him back.
Oh, man. Sammy Niemi had a drive on the outside. Third and final moto. It's for all the marbles, and we're going to bring them back. Gotta be. Well, this is an important moto to make sure you get it right, right?
Well, absolutely. And it's no surprise that we had a red flag on this one because this sport class seems to produce more red flag starts than any other class.
Well, they got a full line. That's the bottom line. It's a very competitive class.
It's a very competitive class, a full line, and these boats are all very equally matched for the most part. All right, we got CBS Network, Sports Network cameras ready to roll. Moto number 3, Sports Stock here. The LIQUI-MOLY 2021 Pro Watercross National Tour powered by HydroTurf. And this third and final moto for the Sports Stock class, as you can see, is going to be a pretty nasty affair. These guys, all and girls, want to get that hole shot.
Oh, here we go. Rick Lake, everybody's standing on the beach, and I know why. We want to see that hole shot. We're going to hold it for 2.
All right, 2-minute hold, looks like.
Somebody's got an issue. We'll see what it is.
I think a lot
it doesn't really matter.
Hopefully a lot of people don't have an issue, but you never know.
And I think this might be able to give a couple of riders breaks.
A lot of yelling down there on the starting line, Kurt. It's pretty interesting.
They're really excited.
Oh, we do have somebody with a problem. I'm not sure who that is. I can't see the number on the side of that ski. It's a dark. Oh, is that? Cannot really tell who that is. That's not Landis, is it?
All right, here it comes.
All right, here we go. Moto number 3, Sports Stock. Let's see if we can get them In line, here we go. Moto 3 Sports Stock underway here at Sebring.
Christopher Landis getting a drive on that inside, and he's got it. Landis on the inside. Who is that on the outside? Is that the 110 of Torrey Snyder? See Cordone out there making a move up. He's jumping into third on the inside. Battle raging between those two HXs.
Looks like Sammy Niemi on the outside, charging hard down the front straightaway. There's Landis. Here comes Niemi. Farthing looks over. Farthing in third now. Niemi takes over second. Niemi goes on the outside split.
That might be Dusty Burry back there in third on that 999 HX.
Man. What a great start by Landis, though, out in front.
He was very excitable on the line.
Landis on that black Yamaha Wave Blaster takes the early lead.
Yeah, and wise of him to get that high contrast white and red PFD so we can see him from a distance. Boy, look at that Sammy Niemi just reeling in Landis.
Yeah, Niemi really got a great start and came around the outside split and is flying here in Moto number 3. Sammy Niemi with a 6th and a 4th so far today in the first two motos. Let's see what he can do here in Moto 3. Landis out in front, but Niemi charging hard in second, Kurt.
I'll tell you what, Dusty Burry is making huge inroads with that HX, and if these guys all leave an open path for him, I look for him to move up. Burry was fast, and he is getting much faster.
No question about it. He has had a good day. He's looked good all day in the different classes that he's been in. Dusty Burry looking good today on that HX for sure.
Part of that Stanley Racing team, Jeff Stanley. And here we go.
Landis maintaining the lead down that back straightaway with Sammy Niemi right behind him. And then Devin Farthing, I believe, in third. And Burry in fourth. And a little gap back to, I believe that is Cordone in fifth.
And then Skellett back behind them, I believe.
Sammy Niemi really picking up the pace here. Moto number 3 is Sports Stock.
Christopher Landis heading to the inside. Sammy going outside. Now we know what Landis likes to do. He wants to get a large lead and hit that joker buoy on the last lap. Everybody else has got to try and get it early and not let him get too far away. Let's see, and Sammy Niemi's going to take it right now.
All right, down the back straightaway. Landis starting to stretch out that lead. Coming up behind number 22, looks like, I think that's Andrew Hancock.
That is Andrew Hancock. We just got a number change.
On boat number 22, but he is about to get lapped by our race leader.
Yeah.
Down the front straightaway goes the leader, 201. Christopher Landis. Sammy Niemi makes the turn. Boat number 13 onto the front straightaway. Now Burry has moved up into that third place position. So he's putting in a good ride here, Moto number 3.
Yeah, Burry's loving that outside split. He really makes it work. Let's watch how far back he comes out from Sammy Niemi. Now remember, I believe Niemi hit the joker buoy already. So
it's Devin Farthing who has dropped way back. Farthing had a problem on that last lap. Went from third place back to almost last immediately. Didn't see what happened, but he must have got off the boat. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I doubt if he took the joker, he would have lost that many spots. Landis, though, he is going to be tough to beat, but, man, Sammy Niemi really looking good here in Moto number 3.
Boy, Christopher Landis, he's just gone, man. He is not going to accept anything but winning. And, you know, as you already discussed, his first moto's going to hurt his overall. But
yeah, that's gonna really take him out of the running for the overall. But the 25-year-old out of Delray Beach, Florida, is really been fast. The last 2 or 3 years?
Yeah. Oh, and
in
gotten
the
faster
sport
every
class.
single year. No
He is
question about it.
Outstanding rider in sport, no question. So,
You know what? I'll tell you what it is. It's Sebastian's food is what it is.
well, that 12th place finish in
Right?
Moto number 1. Not sure what happened.
Valentina's like, yeah, that's what it is.
Not sure what happened in Moto number 1.
Yeah, well, he's a carnivore, and you can see it now because he's out in front and not backing off at all.
Looking over his shoulder. Sammy Niemi looking good here. Moto number
Really good.
3. Sammy has not had the best day of his life so far, but he's trying to make up for it. He had a 6th in Moto 1 and a 4th in Moto 2. In 2nd place here in Moto number 3. At least he's trying to get on the podium. Landis down the front straightaway one more time with the race lead. 13, Niemi in 2nd, but here comes Dusty Burry in 3rd. He is charging up behind Sammy Niemi. Burry making a go of it here. Moto number 3 in sports stock.
Depending on how many more laps we got left, Christopher Landis better look out for Dusty Burry.
Well, Niemi better look out first, and
Oh, yeah.
he is all over Niemi right now on that Sea-Doo.
And
Down the back straightaway go those riders.
And Burry way back on that HX.
Well, Landis took the Joker buoy on that last lap, it looks like, because he's in 3rd right now.
Yep.
And we're pretty certain that the top 2 riders right now have not. That would be Sammy Niemi and Dusty Burry.
I do believe Sammy did already, to be honest. I could be incorrect. But
If he did, then he is looking good.
Yep. And the Burry fans are just losing their minds right now.
Yeah, Dusty Burry's got a fan club here today. Good to see. Love to see the family and friends come out and cheer for their riders.
And he's giving them reason to cheer. I'll tell you
Yeah,
what,
he
Dusty
has.
Burry is putting it down today.
Yep, absolutely. Look good all day.
Sammy Niemi's got to be so happy to finally be out front today. I mean, he's used to being out front,
Yep.
for years.
Down the back straightaway, here we go. Race leader Sammy Niemi and Dusty Burry right behind him, keeping the pressure on.
And those two are leaving everybody. Landis is way back now.
We still got to see if those other 2 riders have taken the joke or not. You seem to feel that Sammy has. I am not sure. What a battle. Dusty Burry on the gas on that HX Sea-Doo.
White flag lap, last lap.
Wow, here we go. Let's check these riders. See if
And
they
they're taking the inside, so they're not taking the Joker Boy. They must have taken it already.
Wow. Good call, Kurt Nolenberg.
Good call, Sammy Niemi and Dusty Burry, because, no, seriously, I mean, let's check those points out.
They are looking good. And here we go, down the back straightaway. It is Sammy Niemi, boat number 13, our race leader. Sammy out of Davie, Florida, riding for Broward Motorsports, and he is in charge. But he has to keep charging because Dusty Burry is right behind him. Here comes Burry making a late moto charge on that Sea-Doo HX. Here comes Niemi. Oh, Niemi slows down. Niemi slows down. Here comes Burry. Niemi with a problem. Niemi looking over his shoulder. Niemi and Burry onto the finish line. Here comes Niemi. Here comes Burry. It is going to be Sammy Niemi taking the win. Dusty Burry right behind him. What a finish in the sports stock class.
Landis coming in 3rd.
That is Skellett, I believe, in 5th. Wow, that was an exciting finish. Dusty Burry, man, he was on the gas till the very, very end. Great racing here in sports stock.
Valentina Lescano, how'd you get off your boat so quick? I got you in this race. Oh, you decided to start drinking. I get it. Good job.
She started early.
Gatorade, but yeah.
Yeah, right. You know what they put in that Gatorade? Special juice.
Potassium and magnesium.
Special sauce.
To help against cramping.
That's you and I, Kurt, not her.
And for all those young racers that may not know this, the immediate way to get rid of cramps, drink pickle juice.
Yes.
Within 5 minutes, all gone.
Yeah, for cramps?
Yep.
That's what I've never tried it, and I have the worst cramps in the world, as you know.
It works every time. It's almost instant. It's ridiculous.
It's weird. Huh?
It works every time.
Well, I've got my anti-cramp pills, so.
No, you have my anti-cramp pills.
You got them for me, buddy. I turned you on to those. Give me credit.
Absolutely. Dude.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm forever in your debt. Up next, ski 4-stroke stock.
I know. I was looking at them. It's amazing. I'm trying to video it.
Moto number 1.
That makes me want to go get a jet. See you later.
Ski 4-stroke stock underway. Moto number 1. Wow, these guys are going to be back tomorrow for 2 more motos.
Oh,
and
Z-Kime got a drive with Pell behind him.
Well, we got the Syracuse Mafia in full force here. Moto number 1 here in this ski 4-stroke class. Let's see what they got.
Z-Kime is throwing that boat completely sideways. He buried his elbow. Camden Powell coming up behind him. Can't read those numbers.
Boy, this is for bragging rights in Syracuse right here.
Right.
Z-Kime and Camden Powell going at it.
Where's Brian? No, Brian's still here. All right, Zeke powering around.
I don't see Derek, though.
Jimmy Wilson making the save.
Oh, there's Derek out there. I do see him. He's still standing at the starting line. He's not gonna leave. Well, Zeke Hine looking good out in front. You know, when you can put Camden Powell behind you,
right?
You are doing something right, because Cam is a fine, fine young rider. But
wow.
I'll tell you what, boy, Zeke Hine.
Oh, Robbie Finland said any of that, the Syracuse Q.
Oh,
Can you read who that is? The number there. We won't have to deal with that little issue anymore. I'm sure everyone's aware. Everyone's aware that they've got to have legal numbers and backgrounds at the next round, or they may not get scored.
Yeah, it just gets kind of ridiculous when you can't read the numbers. It's just not right for anybody that's putting on the events.
Zeke Heim is in another zip code, man. Zeke is, wow. What'd they feed him? They must have finally fed him this weekend, because he is gone.
That young man is on the gas. 17 years old, as we said, out of Syracuse, Indiana. Ignite Fuels, big sponsor for the Syracuse Mafia, and they are looking good, as always. All right, check out Zeke Heim on the gas. Oh, my goodness. He is just railing that SXR 1500 around this racetrack here in Sebring.
And look at the positioning, the body positioning. I mean, literally, he's riding a perfect race right now. In second, 5. That's got to be Robbie Finlandson, of course. Is that Wyatt Hayes in third?
And Zeke is down in the water on the hook on the back part of the race course. I believe that is Cam that came around in the lead as Zeke is down. What a bummer for Zeke Hine. Gosh darn it, this wind is picking up a little.
Yes.
Yep. What a tough break for Zeke Heim. I believe 44, that is Camden now in the lead. Unofficially, but I believe that is the case.
That's unfortunate.
55, Finlandson in second. $36 in third place.
Yes, Stephen Hayden.
Steve
Thank
Hayden.
you. So Hayden in third position. He's out of Naples, Florida.
Oh, man. Camden down the back straightaway. Look at Cam fly.
Wow.
That young man can ride.
Oh, man.
Say the least.
And here, number 86, Wyatt Hayes on one of those new Yamaha Superjets, and I believe he's in his own class.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The four-stroke Superjet out there.
Yep.
Pretty
First one
cool.
we've seen.
First one we've seen, isn't it? Yeah, this year.
I mean, on the race course.
Exactly. See one sitting right down here in the pits.
Yep.
Pretty cool. A lot of people I've talked to like them.
Yeah, the most common thing I've heard is they want to put some handling components on it.
Yeah.
Just to personalize it.
Yeah, I was talking, actually, I was talking with Steve Webster from Commander a couple of weeks ago, and he was mentioning that, yeah, you know, they like them. Their customers like them. They've sold quite a few, and, of course, they've been developing parts for them now since, probably since before they came out. But he says, you know, the handling components, you know, are really critical. You can do a nice tune on them, a handle pull, Checkered flag comes out, 44. Cam Powell takes the win here in ski four-stroke stock.
Wow, in fine fashion, too.
But all the things you do, you know, the scoop grate, ride plate, sponsons, a tune on the motor, and then the handle pole is nice, and they're nice watercraft. They're completely different than that SXR 1500. 55, Robbie Finlinson takes second. But I think a lot easier to ride in stock form than the 1500, and then that is Steve Hayden in third. From what I understand, you know, that 1500's a beast, man. I don't know if you've ridden one or not, but that's an Army anchor, and it's a big, heavy boat, and it takes some time to acclimate and learn how to ride it. It's a very unique. It's not a ski you just get out there and throw around.
No, it took most of a year and a half before riders were really tearing up on those.
Really true. And I think the Superjet is slower, certainly slower. It's, you know, smaller power.
Oh, yeah, a lot less CCs.
Smaller power plant, but it's a little smaller in size, a little smaller in weight, a little easier to handle, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes moving forward. You just never know.
Well,
those
glad to see him
SXRs
come out
are
with it.
beasts, man.
Yeah.
And the guys that can ride the SXRs well, man, they fly. You just saw Cam Powell, Zeke Heim.
All right, this is Super Course. Just to let everybody know what's going on out here on 88X, Arnold Martinez on the 007 is Philip Samuel. They're going to do Super Course for 20 minutes.
I think they're
head to head.
I think they're only going to do one lap. Yeah, we're going to. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're two different classes.
Right. So there's not much competition.
And they're not sure where the course goes. There's two different two different iterations. Which way
I was
you
going to
gonna
say
go?
it's the first lap, but it is Super Course, so.
Are they going to go around the Joker buoy too?
I think that's it. The outside of the entire course is Super Course.
They didn't take the Joker that time. Is the Joker? It's still out there. Oh, one rider is.
So
one rider
Arnold
knows the course and
Martinez,
one doesn't.
Yes, exactly. Arnold's like, I'm doing the outside.
That's
Okay, you do the inside, I'll do the outside.
Now let's see if he goes. Nope. So again,
somebody's incorrect.
The challenge of personal watercraft racing.
Right. Arnold Martinez, he's going to stick with it. Hey, you know
knows.
what? You got to be committed. And I got to think we'll have to see if we can get Robert Sand to give us a heads up on this. But I would think that Arnold Martinez is, 2 laps ahead already.
But they are in two different classes.
Actually, 3 laps ahead.
Arnold's in the 200-plus class, and Philip Samuel is in the 300-plus class. So the white flag is out. Final lap for Super Course. Checkered flag.
Well, if that's the case and it was you and I'd cut halfway through straight across.
And I take you out. I just cut through and take you out.
I wouldn't let you.
I would cut the course and just T-bone you.
You're too violent for me.
Oh, goodness gracious. Kurt Nolenberg.
Yes, sir.
What am I going to do with you?
Love me forever.
Oh, buddy, I'll tell you what. If
we have had something.
If anybody laughs more than you and I do during the day, God bless them.
They're on something.
Because they're
I'm telling you, they are definitely on something.
That's a fact. And we're going to wrap this thing up here from Sebring. And what a great day it's been to kick off the Pro Watercross National Tour. Man, what do you think, Kurt? What's your takeaway on the day?
The takeaway of the day is, for a full day now, I've forgotten there's something worldwide out there.
Oh, man.
My life has been fantastic today, and I wish that for everybody here. We hope that you stay safe. Would love to see everybody tomorrow.
That is the best comment. That I didn't expect you to come up with that. That was pretty insightful.
Well, and I truly feel that way, Rick.
I agree with you 100%.
You know, at our age, could be issues. I want to say goodbye to everybody who's able to see us now streaming over the World Wide Web. Thanks to Richard Ignacio, live streaming 247.com, and of course,
JetTrim, man.
our live stream sponsor, JetTrim.
Yeah, Frank out in Lake Havasu, the owner of JetTrim. Kudos for making the live stream possible this year. We're really pumped to have JetTrim as the live stream sponsor, and LIQUI-MOLY, and our title sponsor and our presenting sponsor, HydroTurf. Just a fantastic day. We've got a whole slew. We've got Commander Industries, Commander Yamaha Wave Runner, the official watercraft dealer of the Pro Watercross Tour.
We've got the Finn, Find It Now GPS. And you know what? Tomorrow we got to get these guys up here and talk about that product early in the morning so that everybody can get it, because that thing is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, no, everybody needs one of those. We'll talk more about it tomorrow. I love our official beach card of the tour.
Yeah.
Fresh and Salty beach cards, man. What a cool name.
And an interesting design, as you will see at the next round.
Absolutely.
I got some spy photos earlier. I was like, whoa,
very
okay.
Cool.
Let's not forget the official fuel. Of course, as always, VP Racing Fuels. We appreciate the consistent high-performance fuel that you provide for us.
AOMC, one of our new sponsors this year. Really good to have them on board. And we're going to talk a lot. They've got a lot going on. The frames out of Hidden Trails and involved with that, and that's really a cool deal.
They just became a destination spot in West Virginia for anybody on the East Coast. You will not believe what they've got, and we're going to get those guys up here tomorrow so we can talk about what they're doing.
Look forward to that.
Can't let them any secrets out right now. We'll let them do it.
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
want to say, thanks to our official watercraft of the tour from Yamaha, the Commander. Commander Steve Weber. I'm just kidding, Steve. Webster. And so glad to finally have them officially on board.
Steve Webster, Dustin Matsurs,
Yes.
the official Yamaha Wave Runner dealer, Commander Industries out of Phoenix. Of course, also the manufacturer of the fabulous championship-winning GP1 stand-up that we saw take the overall here today in Sebring.
Almost every stand-up class that they were allowed
Virtually
in, yes.
everything, absolutely. And then longtime sponsor, WatCon.com. Good to have you aboard again this year. And, wow, what a fun day here in Sebring, historic racing town here in Florida. And it's good to have Pro Watercross back on. And, with everything going on in the world, I think back to your point, Kurt, everything disappeared today.
Yep.
And we got to enjoy Pro Watercross racing with all of our friends, family, and fans, not just here but around the world via the JetTrim live stream. And wow, what a great season it's going to be.
It's going to be fantastic, and I look forward to doing this again tomorrow with you, Rick Lake. Hopefully you'll take a shower, because I didn't want to say anything earlier. But, we really appreciate you coming. Was I not supposed to say that?
I don't
Is
know.
the mic still on?
I hope not.
All right. So
Anyway.
let's say goodbye to everybody over the World Wide Web. We appreciate you following us.
You're in trouble.
I know.
Yeah. All right. It's margarita time
Wait a
here in
minute,
Florida.
Never mind, it's not you.
Yeah. Hey, it's margarita time, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, and have a great evening.
Choose your vacation speed. Whether you want to rev your engine or shift to a slower gear during your next Florida visit to Sebring. No two vacations are the same. Chances are you've found satisfaction in the glow of a glorious sunset, or found yourself by simply getting lost in Mother Nature's beauty. Or you've taken a vacation where you thirsted for a dash of adrenaline, reeling in a trophy fish, or getting up close and personal with wildlife. While vastly different, each of these vacation experiences and everything in between can be found in Sebring. It's not a place to race through unless you happen to be at the legendary Sebring International Raceway. While here, you set the speed as you travel the area and explore nearby Avon Park and Lake Placid, personalizing your stay with a full slate of activities, attractions, adventures, and events for all ages. From cycling to performing arts, airplanes to agritourism, festivals to sports, you set your vacation speed. What awaits you? Everything you need to travel from 0 to 100 while reconnecting with the people who matter most.
Are you ready? Do you like just pure action? How about pure speed? Well, you've come to the right place. You're watching the LIQUI-MOLY Pro Watercross National Tour on CBS Sports Network.
Choose your vacation speed. Whether you want to rev your engine or shift to a slower gear during your next Florida visit to Sebring. No two vacations are the same. Chances are you've found satisfaction in the glow of a glorious sunset, or found yourself by simply getting lost in Mother Nature's beauty. Or you've taken a vacation where you thirsted for a dash of adrenaline, reeling in a trophy fish, or getting up close and personal with wildlife. While vastly different, each of these vacation experiences and everything in between can be found in Sebring. It's not a place to race through unless you happen to be at the legendary Sebring International Raceway. While here, you set the speed as you travel the area and explore nearby Avon Park and Lake Placid, personalizing your stay with a full slate of activities, attractions, adventures, and events for all ages. From cycling to performing arts, airplanes to agritourism, festivals to sports, you set your vacation speed. What awaits you? Everything you need to travel from 0 to 100 while reconnecting with the people who matter most.